YouTubers! Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Thank you very much for joining me this beautiful morning with Morning Coffee with Mike. I'd like to thank everyone for basically taking their time of the day to join me for coffee. And what's this morning coffee discussion? It's very simple. American political civil war. America's in a political civil war right now. They're in an economic civil war. They're in an everything civil war. Now, I brought this up this morning on Can't Read Market Talk. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because it's important that people understand. Okay, let's go historically. Now, the reason why Mexico lost the war against the United States back during the time of the Alamo and Davy Crockett and all those famous historic figures that were that lived at that time. What was it, that the Bowie knife guy, the Bowie Gillette or Razor or whatever that guy. But anyways, all those people existed, or those people made a key point in history because the Alamo got crushed. And once word got out about the tragic event at the Alamo, Sam Houston and his men came back and took back the Alamo. But how did they take back the Alamo from all those fighting Mexicans? Well, let me tell you what happened. Mexicans were very well organized. They were in fine pressed clothing, uniform, top to bottom, and were heavily financed and were really pushing north and making a difference. Whether good or bad, it's not the point. The point is, how did America free it up, or how did America make way for landing that haymaker to make basically Santa Anna surrender all the Mexican territory to what was at the time was the Confederate States of America. For Santa Anna to basically surrender all that territory, what was the haymaker? Well, the haymaker was very simple, and it didn't really take much. A bunch of American spies, 30-40, went down to Mexico City and started a civil war, a coup/civil war in Mexico City. Then the soldiers, a majority of the soldiers, were ordered to come back to Mexico City when they were on the front lines winning a war, hands down. So what's happening right now, politically? There's a lot of, I would say there's a lot of political civil war within the ranks of America, and whether it's foreign or domestic, it's still causing, there's a lot of foreign too. There's lots of obviously other countries would laugh to see a lot of other countries fail, right? So what's happened here a lot. So now with our political civil war that's causing this kind of like, forget what the left hand and do what the right hand's doing and look at the right hand, forget the left hand. That's happening right now, and that's happening at full force. Now, they tried the whole feelings thing, the race card, all the different communities alphabet communities that if I mention my channel gets flagged. And no, this is not promoted to children. So, I mean, I don't know what YouTube's trying to pull, but they're trying to pull something real quick in a heartbeat because they want to destroy content. They want to destroy people from talking, right? I'm not here, I'm here for people to debate me and tell me, Mike, you're dead wrong. And I'm like, okay, go ahead and tell me why I'm wrong. There's nothing wrong with you telling me why I'm wrong. And you won't be called a racist on here if you know what I mean, right? So people need to basically come out and basically join the discussion here, right? There was a guy with no shirt on walking through the parking lot and a gold chain and a big beard. I'm not joking. He's got no shirt on at all, no jacket, no nothing. Hi, can I get an extra large dark roast with one cream?
With one cream?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to add espresso to it?
No, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know what it is anymore. It's 2 something. The price. Yo, what's up, dog? Good. What are you doing here? Huh? Aren't you supposed to be inside? Oh, day off. Okay, you're lucky. Yeah, I love it. I just love how everybody is just here. I actually stopped the morning coffee with Mike video early, like at 2 minutes, because I was stopping and waving to people and rolling down my window and saying hi to people, like a lot of people actually. So yeah, that's good. Anyways, okay, let me take it back to square one here. Yeah, so we're in this political civil war, and it's basically foreign domestic, and most of it is domestic. It's just a bunch of, to me, just a bunch of rejects that just don't want to admit defeat in certain areas, and that's becoming a massive problem, because it goes to show that showing our children that democracy is useless. You know, with people protesting in Catalonia and they want independence. There's 250 here. Thank you. So what's happening in No, thank you. What's happening in Catalonia, they are basically, let me put my change away before someone breaks my window. You know, Catalonia is the true test to democracy. If democracy is real, they will let Catalans become their own country, have their own currency, and if they don't want to be part of the EU, that's fine too. But they should be able at least to they want to at least be able to democratically bring their selection or to power. But we're seeing it all over the world, right? A lot of these Mickey Mouse presidents are being elected and putting into power that are not looking at the numbers. They don't understand the numbers. They don't understand the exports, the pitfalls, the trades, the deleveraging, the banking system. They're not understanding what's happening in their country, and none of those people could even audit anything. A lot of those presidents can't sit there, I'm talking about of the world, could sit there and audit the books. The Canadian Prime Minister says that the books will balance themselves. I don't think so. So, you know, they've raised taxes in the past for balancing our books. Now they're raising taxes now to create this fake utopia of a society that's just fabricated on myths of delusion and grandeur. You know, I know I sound like a nerve herder saying that, but still, it's true. Now, this political civil war is causing more unrest within people, society, working class, middle class. And it's time they bring this to an end. Like, it's time to everybody put their hands up and look, ceasefire. Let's go back to the table as human beings. We're being taken apart left, right, and center. Right? Canada sold out huge. A lot of Canadians' retirement homes are not owned by Canada anymore. A lot of Canadian mines are not owned by Canada anymore. And there's no Canadian hires too. So there's a lot going on, people, that meets the eye, and they want to keep this going. Why? I understand. I get it. It's control. It's all this crap. Rolling out the 5G. Doing this, doing that. 5G is the biggest waste of money since, like, I'm trying to find a metaphor that makes sense, but it's the biggest waste of money. And why is it the biggest waste of money, 5G? I'll tell you why. The whole social network scores, or your social credit score. Why? Because I'm not going to be alive in 24 years. Why do they want this data? Why do they want to harvest this? What is the point? Do you think they're going to give it to my ancestors 100 years down the road? Of course not. It's not for them to give to families and stuff. And no. It's just for their good. And what is their good? It's no good. Anyways, guys, I really would like for you to share this video and get it out there. America in a political civil war, guys. And all this Mickey Mousing. Guys, you know what? I could run Bolivia from my house. All I have to do is just take my time and start auditing their exports, auditing their banking, auditing their imports, auditing their manufacturing, auditing skilled versus skilled versus tech labor and labor force, low wage labor force, auditing what resources are possible to create more fabrication in the country. There's a lot out there. Understanding where their pitfalls lied. And if you look at countries like Bolivia, Argentina, even America, heck, even Portugal, if you look at their downfalls economically, it all led to political strife, political depression, political civil war. It all points to it in the end. Unstableness in government. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Guys, just share this video. A lot of people don't get my stuff, and then a lot of big channels pick my crap apart and then go ahead and reuse it. And even, actually, there was one video that was out that was almost like 70% of the content I said word for word. Someone sent me the link, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, you got 500,000 subs, and you don't even want to plug me? Whatever. I plug everybody that I use, or like, you know, if Peter Schiff says something, I would say it. If Gerald Celente says something, I would say it. I haven't seen Gerald Celente in a while. I'm going to go back to the shop and check his channel out. If what's his name? The Yahoo at AMTV, I would say it too, you know, because, you know, you get a laugh out of some people too, right? So let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. I really do. And I want to keep communication going. So like if I have to, there's a way for me to live stream via they're setting it up with Patreon. But it could only be viewed through Patreon supporters. That's the thing. But I think $1 a month. I'm not cyber begging. It just goes to buy me coffee, and I bought me coffee, and I'm gonna go buy some. I'm back on the keto diet / intermittent fasting. Someone messaged me and said, Mike, do the keto / intermittent fasting. It will work. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy some protein, and I'm gonna go at it for the day. And yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep my head above water and get this diet really whirling. There's too much crap in our water, too much crap everywhere, so I'm going to try and fight it by fasting. I'm getting cold. I'm getting a cold. I'm getting sick. So hopefully I'll be okay for Mike in the Night this Saturday. It doesn't kick into full swing by then. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I love you guys so much. Remember, the key to eliminating fear is to love. Thanks for watching.